You're just a poser, you wanna be Casey Neistat. Kind of. He's not a robot, it's just hard work. Let me just make a reminder. Casey Neistat is not a robot. I appreciate you telling me he's not a robot. I really never knew, but I got it in my notes now, so thank you. No, you ruined YouTube. You jealous fooer, whatever it is, we love him. And if you really want some subs, make some original videos. Loose her. It's not how you spell loser, man. But Casey still makes more money, views, and 100 times more subs than this cracker. Cracker, you f***ing suck, Djplayz. Wow. How's it going, all my players? Yeah, I know, I said it. I said players. I'm gonna run with it, guys, so let's just move forward from here, right? Players. I had to finally address the Casey Neistat video now that the video has been released. The hate is there, the love is there. It was time for me to finally speak out on that video and what exactly that video is. Because honestly, you know I tell you guys, I read all my comments and I read the hate that comes in from this video. But when I read comments like the ones I receive, is it really this serious? I mean, I'm starting to just imagine people being at their computer like this. Casey Neistat exposed. Casey Neistat really, really sucks. What? How dare you? No! He didn't mean it, Casey. He didn't mean it. He's a bad man. Why would he do that to Casey? Come on, this has to be one of the funniest props I've ever made. The video is split. Half the people like it, half the people don't like it. But I think if a lot of the people that didn't like it knew why I made that video, they might like it. So let me tell you why. I'm in school right now, kind of studying just normal everyday stuff, but I had aspirations of being an actor. I always loved it. I loved watching movies. I loved watching sitcoms. And then once I started acting class when I moved to LA, I loved the process. I loved what I was doing, but it just didn't take off for me. So I didn't pursue it full on. I've kind of used YouTube as an outlet because it's still a camera and it's me talking. And I find just as much joy in just making my own videos as I would in going and acting in any sitcom or any movie. So the fact that I'm the director, I'm the producer, I get to bring the camera out, I get to make my own shows, and I'm not looking for the approval of some casting director in Hollywood. That's why I love YouTube. The Casey Neistat video is nothing more than a Saturday Night Live parody skit. I have massive aspirations and dreams to one day be on Saturday Night Live. I love sketch comedy, man, and being on Saturday Night Live is like an ultimate bucket list goal for myself. So when I made the Casey Neistat video, you have to understand, that's strictly parody YouTube. I tried to imagine if Saturday Night Live was gonna make a skit on Casey Neistat, which they don't, because they usually do skits on higher profile people like the president, famous athletes, famous singers. They don't really hit famous YouTubers. So Saturday Night Live is never gonna really make a skit on Casey Neistat. With that said, I wanted to be the one to make that skit. If Saturday Night Live isn't gonna make it, I wanted to make it. So I just tried to imagine if Saturday Night Live made a skit about Casey Neistat, how would it look? And I thought maybe they would touch on the idea that Casey Neistat's videos are so good that there's no way he's just walking around holding a tripod and filming them himself. We've all been fooled, we've all been bamboozled. Casey Neistat actually has a film crew following him around everywhere he goes. That was my idea. I thought it was hilarious just thinking about like 10 or 15 people, some of them with like headphones and holding a microphone boom, like just following him into like Starbucks as he gets his juice. And one of the funny things I wanted to do was have Casey like pretending he's holding the tripod like he normally does, but a behind the scenes camera would zoom out and you would see it's actually a cameraman holding the tripod and Casey's just holding his arm out and not actually holding anything. I thought all these things were funny and I really wanted to bring that to the audience. Casey Neistat Sucks is simply the name of the skit. Casey Neistat Sucks isn't actually me saying Casey Neistat sucks. Casey Neistat Sucks was me saying, for any other YouTuber and any other vlogger, Casey Neistat sucks, man. Because Casey Neistat has raised the bar so high that he's pretty much made it impossible for us to like compete with him. Because on a daily basis, he's putting out like movie quality stuff every single day. And that takes so much work. So I was saying from a YouTuber's perspective, Casey Neistat sucks, man, because that dude's always putting out a great video and that dude's always raising the bar. Like, how am I supposed to compete with that? That was the reason behind the title. And I also knew it was going to have that shock factor where people are going to be like, what did he just say? Why did he say that? And then they were going to watch the video, which happened. But what also happened is a lot of people decided to dislike it. Sketch comedy and parody YouTube, in my opinion, is something that not a lot of YouTubers have touched into yet. If you look around, there's not many YouTubers trying to parody other famous YouTubers. That is a completely open space that not a lot of people have tried to touch yet. People roast, people make diss tracks, people do all this other stuff with other YouTubers, but no one parodies them and does like a funny skit like Saturday Night Live style. Nobody does that. So I wanted to be the first to kind of get that going. So many people viewed that video and said, you used Casey's name for views, you used Casey's name for subs, make some original content. In my opinion, making a parody of a famous YouTuber was original content because nobody does that. If I'm going to be the first one to do it, I consider that original. Even though I used his name, I did that because it's a skit about him. I didn't do that just so it got views. I did that because I was making a video about Casey Neistat. And the video was about exposing him for how he makes his videos. It was all a joke. And some people seriously took some of the things I said as hate. Keep in mind the insults that I used in that video. I called Casey Neistat a robot. I said Casey Neistat must never sleep. The dude always has an amazing video out. That's like a backhanded compliment in a way, isn't it? If I'm saying someone is so good at what they do that there's no way they're human and they're a robot, that's like me saying, man, that guy's a beast. Man, that guy's an animal. Man, that guy's a machine. He's always pumping out a great video. That dude is unreal. He can't be human. That was the joke when I said Casey Neistat is a robot. After that, I obviously went into the Casey Neistat has a Universal Studios film crew, which, in essence, if you have a film crew with you, it means you're making some amazing stuff because a film crew makes amazing videos. So by me saying Casey's not doing it alone, he has a film crew, obviously, we know that's not true. Obviously, we know Casey doesn't have a film crew. That was me again complimenting how good Casey's videos are. He doesn't have a film crew, guys. That's not what I was saying. It's a joke. Obviously, he doesn't have a film crew. He's a vlogger. And the last and final shot at Casey I even did was I showed you guys if I tried to attempt daily vlogging, how it would look. And I showed you guys how boring that would be just because I don't do amazing things on a day-to-day basis like Casey does. And that was an insult at myself. So how all these people took this video as a hate video is seriously beyond me because I just don't understand it, man. I want you guys to understand, I love Casey Neistat. If you asked me who is my favorite YouTuber, I would look at you and I would say Casey Neistat is my favorite YouTuber. If I hated somebody, and there are a few YouTubers, I never use the word hate. There are a few YouTubers I dislike. If I dislike a YouTuber, regardless of how famous they are and how amazing that parody would be as far as views and subscribers and likes, I wouldn't make a parody on someone I don't like because I don't even want to pretend to be them. When I make a parody on Casey Neistat, I get to pretend to be Casey Neistat for an hour or two for this video, and that's so much fun to me. I would never make a parody on someone I dislike. That's not fun to me. I only make a parody on people I actually like. Every single person that I decide to parody on this channel, it's because I freaking love those people, guys. Like, I just want you to understand like how much I love those people. And I want to be the first account on YouTube to seriously have like an online Saturday Night Live kind of feel where I can parody other YouTubers because you know what? Saturday Night Live is never going to parody a famous YouTuber unless they become like a major TV star or a major singer. Because as famous as you think YouTube creators might be, they're not famous enough to parody on Saturday Night Live. And if they're not famous enough to parody on Saturday Night Live, they sure as heck are famous enough to parody right here. And I hope you guys will laugh at the skits that I'm going to make because I have some funny stuff on the way. And I absolutely love every single YouTuber that you will see me parody on this channel. Please, if you're a supporter of myself, leave likes and leave comments on my parody videos because I will need all of you guys to have my back. when someone new comes in thinking that it's hate. I don't know, that's gonna happen, but as long as you guys have my back, that's gonna mean the world to me. But thank you guys so much for viewing this video. If you liked it, please hit that like button below. Please subscribe to the channel, and please leave some comments on everything that I just talked about. This isn't a one-way street channel. This is a discussion channel where we discuss, and I just do my best to be involved with you guys. So thank you. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Let's keep playing.